Good morning. My name is Sherry, and I'm an English teacher from Crystal Lake, Illinois, and I'd like to welcome you all to my classroom. Did you enjoy the movie? Yeah, that was a great movie. It was just a short little cartoon, and you can find it on the internet at cambridgeenglish.com. And it's a little cartoon about a root word, and you ask me, what is a root word? A root word, in this case, they're verbs that they're action words like teach, repeat after me, teach, run, good listening, and do. Do. And so in the movie, what did they do? Ralph? That's right. They added a few letters to the beginning of the word, and that's called a prefix. Now I have some common prefixes here. RE is re, and if you added to teach, it would be reteach. If you add RE to run, what would that be, Sarah? Correct, rerun. And then RE to the word do means to redo. So sometimes when we add, or typically, when we add a prefix to these root words or any other root word, it will change the meaning of the word. And sometimes it might change the tense of the word to past, present, or a future verb. And so then, in the movie, what else did they talk about? Okay, Shane? They talked about a suffix. And what does suffix mean? A suffix is just a few letters that we can add to these particular root words. ing would be teaching, run, ing, and doing to just change the meaning or the tense of the word. We can also use this suffix, teach-er, run-er, and do-er. So, do you have any questions at this point? This can be kind of tricky, but a root word can be changed by adding a prefix or a suffix. And by change, I mean it can change the meaning of the word, or it can actually change the tense of these verbs. Do you have any questions? Okay. So the objective for today's lesson is that I've passed papers around to all of you, just a blank piece of paper. Does everyone have a pencil? Okay. So I would like you to make as many new words by combining reteach, undo. Some of them work, some of them don't, like unrun doesn't work. Or if you can think of any root words of your own and add a prefix or a suffix, that would be great. So I'd like you, if you have any new words, to write as many as you can down, and then at the end of the lesson, you can share that with the class. And then also, if you've come up with any root words and prefixes and suffixes of your own, you may write them up here. And that would be great if you could share that with the class. Okay? And then I'm going to also, I have some extra flashcards like these examples up here that I can pass around to each group, and you can just kind of work with them by fitting them together and playing with them to make new words. They can have a prefix and they can have a suffix. Okay, any questions? So I'm going to mingle around the class a little bit while you work on that assignment. And you can work together, talk about it, and brainstorm. And if you have any questions, I'm available. So I'll walk around to see if you have any questions. Okay, very good. And then afterwards, we're going to talk a little bit about pronunciation. Okay, you have a question? Okay. Let me see what you're doing. Okay. That looks good. Very good. right, and does anyone have some words they'd like to write up here? Some new words that you've created? That's great. I think I'll give you like 1 more minute on your assignment, and then we'll move on to pronunciation. Okay? Okay, so we see the word teach, and you can add ing for teaching, but you can add er to this word, teach, and it's a verb. Teach is a verb, but teacher becomes the name of someone, the name of a person, place, or thing. So then the word teach, when you add the suffix er to it, becomes a noun. So I would like you to repeat after me. Teacher, teacher. Very good. But if you're having problems with a pronunciation, sometimes in English we can find a word that rhymes and that's quite similar. So we call that a minimal pair, or what else? Sarah? A rhyming word, that's correct.